Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'm going live in my Facebook group, Intuitive Angel Messages. And I have a few things that I'm going to be talking about today. One of them is animal communication. How can we do this? And I'm also going to be channeling some messages for your fur babies. And the first thing that I'd like to talk about is what's going to be coming over the next 3 months energetically. And this has been requested by Spirit. So Spirit's going to channel through me in regards to what's going to be happening over the next 3 months, okay? And it's important for us to know what's coming so that we can make adjustments and help make things easier on ourselves. Yay! So, exciting times ahead. I'm excited to see all of you here. I'm going to try to get to everyone that I can, and channel a message from your fur baby. And does anybody know what types of animal communication there is? Are we only communicating with our deceased pets? Is that the only thing that's possible? Or are we also communicating with our pets that are here with us in a physical body? So I kind of look at it as, telepathy. Yeah, telepathy, and we're able to communicate with our fur babies that have crossed over, and all types of pets. Yeah, not just our cats or dogs, but anything that has consciousness, we can communicate with that. Okay? Love it. So that's a good question, Lindsay. Are we connecting with the pet's higher self? Or are we connecting with their guardian angels? Or are we connecting with their spirit guides? There's a lot to learn, isn't there? So, and I'm sure other mediums have the way that they do it and the way that has been presented to them. And I was not initially thinking about that when I first came out the gate as a medium. It wasn't until, probably even 6 months down the road when I started to channel, guidance, information, telepathic communication from individuals' pets. It wasn't the first thing out the gate that I wanted to do. I was like, yeah. I had other things on my mind, like helping people with their day-to-day life and their, connection with spirit and their connection with their guardian angels and spirit guides. So animals weren't on the first list. Although if you think about it, we are all animals. So we are all housing consciousness. So whether we're in a body or out of a body, we can connect with this consciousness anytime we want. So that's the beautiful thing about it. It really is. So the reason why I'm bringing animal communication to the forefront is because this is something that I'm going to be implementing into the Mediumship 102 online course that is coming up November 15th until November 22nd. And that's going to be a week-long course of full non-stop material, including animal communication and how to do it. So that's the exciting thing that I wanted to bring to the forefront, is something new that I'm implementing into the Mediumship 102 online course coming up. There's only 20 spots for this course, and there are 15 spots left. So if this is something that is going to interest you, that you want to come and join us, you can. You don't have to have taken the Mediumship for Beginners course to take this course. We also have the Journaling with Spirit workbook that we'll be working through for the rest of your life. It's a nice, solid workbook that will help to narrow things down and help you connect and communicate with Spirit even easier. it really narrows things down for you so that you can really understand what's going on. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Also, we're going to be coming on live every single day for an entire week. Myself and 2 other mediums that will be joining me, Beth Odom and Paul Milgis. And I'm super pumped about it. So if it's something that interests you, I've put the link above this video. I'm also going to put the link in the description box below this video to my website, KristenDaviesMedium.com. It's coming up here pretty quick. So if this is something that, yay, hey Richard, woo! Norway's in the house. And so Richard's going to come and join us. Many of the students that have taken the last course will come and join us, although some students that haven't taken any of my courses will be joining us as well. So how cool is that? Animal communication. I think that's really important to bring to the forefront when you guys decide if you want to come and take this course, because, you know, it's something that's really important. Number one, to communicate with your pets to see how they're feeling, if there's something that they need, if there's something that they want. I think that's pretty important. Obviously, pets will show us what they want in other ways, like growling at the door, or scratching at the door, or whimpering, pointing at something with their nose, looking at something. And now online, have you guys seen the... what do they call it? It's like it's a visual keypad with words on it, and they put it out on the floor, and then pets can touch the word that they want you to hear. So if they want a ball, 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 or if they want a treat, or if they, whatever they want, right? If they hear a strange noise, they can put their paw on, you know, stranger, stranger. But, you know, they kind of help train their pets, and then you get to have that direct communication with them. But a beautiful thing that you can do is learn how to telepathically communicate with your fur babies that are here with us in the physical, to see what they need, and also those who have crossed over. So does anybody remember hearing me talk about what I see, or even what do you see when you're looking over the veil and you see where the pets go? Where do they go when they cross over? There's a few different places. It's not always that they cross over right away. Buffy heard me talking about ball on camera and got excited. I love fur babies. Honestly, my all-time favorite part of the career that I used to have with house cleaning was that I got to visit with the dogs and the cats. My all-time favorite. I still miss it. And when I hear Archangel Michael, he says, you know, you can go and walk dogs. He says that to me now so that I can connect with the animals, because I just love them. They're pure love. They're pure light and love. They're our earth angels, and thank God we have them here. That's all I have to say. Thank God. Yes. Okay. So when you're looking at connecting with them on the other side, you can see where they go. Sometimes they're earthbound still and they don't want to cross over right away. And the angels will tell me this, that they are there with them, but the fur baby doesn't want to go. So it's hanging out. Aww. Aww. And, you know, it's like losing a child. It really is. I remember when my dog, Tuffy, we called him Tuffy because he thought he was so tough, but he's a Maltese poodle, you know. And he was like, I'm so tough, but he so wasn't. And my mom, the best story I have of him is my mom said, yeah, I was taking him for a walk and he thought he was all tough. And he was growling at a German Shepherd with his head cocked to the side. And then he walked himself right into a tree. He thought he was so tough, you know. And, you know, it was his attitude. Didn't matter what body he was in. It was his attitude. That's what I loved about him the most. Aww. I love that. Yeah. Yep. So sometimes the angels will tell me, we're trying to, we've talked with the animal, trying to get it to cross over, but the animal doesn't want to go yet. So they're just kind of watching over the animal in your home. So does anybody remember where I see them on the other side? And also, like, let me know if you see them on the other side too and what it looks like. Because I'd love to. Uh, love it. I love it. So when I see them go over on the other side, I see this area where the dogs go, and I also see an area where the cats go. And I think it's like wherever this consciousness goes, these souls go, it goes to this area that is for or designated for that animal, I guess you could say, from the life that they had. And I see like wild grass, a lot of wild grasses, and playing and frolicking. And I see these giant angels that hover off the ground, and they're just ball tossers. They're just tossing the balls for the pets, or for the dogs. For me, my favorite are dogs. That's my all-time favorite. I love cats too. But so for me, I really am like zoning in on where the dogs go, especially when I lost my dog Tuffy. I wanted to know where he was going. And I remember being there when it was his time to go. And I remember specifically asking Archangel Michael to look after him when he crossed over. And I remember just crying my eyes out for about 2 weeks straight. So, some people don't understand why we would have such an emotional connection. But when you have a little being that is just pure light and love, and all they want to do is love you and be around you and support you and be there for you, it's kind of easy to understand, isn't it? So there's different areas where they go, whether they cross over. And they also will come and visit us too. They'll come and visit us and hang out with us. And does anybody know, like, is the communication with a loved one, like a soul that's been in a human body, is it different communicating with a pet versus a soul? Yeah. Yeah. And you can feel when they come in the room. Like, you can sense their energy when they come in. They want to be with you. And I mean, they would love it if you talk with them. And, here's another question for you. If they're not with you right then and there and you're talking with them, do they still get your message? Do they still hear you? You're saying your answer is no on that? So the communication with animals is a bit different than when you're communicating with a soul. So that consciousness is a little bit different than our consciousness. We could say it's a little bit more simple, or like more pure, just like very basic communication. Whereas souls are a little bit more in-depth conversation, actually teaching us stuff, helping us, wanting us to move forward, wanting us to move on, showcasing and talking about different things. And also I've noticed with souls, if we need healing ourselves, if we really need to get more in depth of how they were in a human body, they'll come through like that. So that kind of attitude, those kinds of jokes, but not always. Sometimes they've been over for a long period of time, so they've really risen in frequency, and they are their purest form. And so they'll come through and have a conversation from their super conscious state of mind, their higher self, rather than, if we think that I'm going to be Kristen like this forever, think again. It's not going to be like this forever. My soul will develop, it will expand, it will evolve on the other side. So when I come back to communicate, it's going to be a much broader perspective of who I am. Okay. Oh yes, so many questions, so many answers. Before we bring forth some of our fur babies and hear from them, I want to let Spirit communicate with us about what is to come over these next 3 months. When I went out for a walk Halloween night, I noticed a lot of energy and I was getting very lightheaded. So I knew that this was building up around me, and the veil felt very thin, like I could feel energy all around me. So I allowed this energy to step forward, and it was really, really important to relay this message for everyone in regards to the next 3 months. Okay? So I'm just going to let Spirit go ahead and communicate this. Okay? So my guardian angel's off to my right, and the same is a larger angel that came and communicated with me that evening. That was making me very lightheaded, and we can call this an ascension angel. Okay, so it's here to help us ascend here on planet Earth, and the information that would like to come through in regards to the next 3 months is, and it might be a little bit more than 3 months, depending on what we need. So if we need a little bit more, then it's going to go a little longer than 3 months. Okay? All right. So it's just saying thank you to us. Okay? It's really important that we are the manifestors of our realities at this time. Instead of responding and reacting to what is, creating more of what is and giving your energy and your attention to what is. So if you're responding and focusing on what you don't like, you're just going to help create more of what you don't like. More of the same frequency, more of the same thoughts. And you're going to give your energy to that which you don't like, expanding more of what you don't like. So let's not do that. So it's really important that you're the manifestors of your realities. Focus in on what you want to create in your reality rather than responding to what you don't like. Okay? Over the next 3 months, possibly longer, it's important that you rest often, sleep longer, lie down and just rest. So even if you can't sleep during the night or you can't sleep during the day or whatever it may be, just lie down and rest. Meditation would be also really good. Creating more of a still mind. For the veil will be thinning further. And there's also going to be a lot of clearing taking place on the planet. Major clearing. It's like it's been all year, right guys? But they're just going to ramp it up the last 3 months of this year. If you can't sleep in the evening, then you need to be laying down and having naps during the day. If you need to take time off of work, please do so. That's easier said than done for some of us. But if you can, do it. If you're exhausted, do it. The veil will be thinning further. So I'm getting like a percentage, so we have an idea of how much further this is going to be. And it's the equivalent of like 25% more so moving forward over the next 3 months. Yes. And this Ascension Angel wants me to talk about what guidance I have been receiving from my team, which is sleep more, nap during the day more, slow down, because it's going to be a major overhaul over the next 3 months. And we're going to be feeling more fatigue, more drained, and we are being forced to slow down further. Also, we might notice that things are even slower online. Okay? We might notice our friends or family members are just keeping to themselves more, slowing down more, not wanting to hang out as much. But we're meant to slow down while this clearing is taking place and more light being infused. So as the clearing takes place and they're transmuting the low vibrational frequency here on Earth, then it will get replaced with more high vibrational frequency, more high vibrational energy. And they're talking about telepathic communication or telepathic abilities will be coming online for many of us. And we may notice an uptick in ascension symptoms. Really important to ground our energies out in nature every single day. Epsom salt baths, rose quartz on your lap, preferably rough cut, as you guys know, palm sized. It's really important that we ground all the time. Also, we can ask the earth to ground our energy on a regular basis. And if you do want that, you ask the earth to do that for you. Ask her to do that for you. Or just say, yes, please. Okay? We're going to be taken to the next step, the next level. And while this transition is taking place, it is really important that we ground our energy often and rest often. If you push it through this time, you may be forced to slow down, meaning your energy will be drained from you a bit. So you're going to feel even more tired. You might have increased symptoms such as nausea, heart palps, lightheadedness, and that too will force you to slow down. So you can do it the easy way, as Kristen says, or you can do it the hard way. If you push it through this time, Spirit will step in and make you slow down by way of what they just listed. Okay? Really important we get this and that we hear this message. Okay. Is there anything else? Not at this time. What we're getting right here is guidance / warning. Okay? Not warning as in a bad way, just letting you know you need to slow down. All right. Whew, that was a lot, wasn't it? So, does anybody know when we communicate with your pets, who are we communicating with? Who can we communicate with? Do we communicate with their conscious state of mind, their soul? Do we communicate with their guardian angels? Do pets even have guardian angels? Do we communicate with their spirit guides? Does anybody have any answers on that? Yeah, the higher self. I'll let you guys go ahead and answer. Guardian angel. Lindsay's like, okay, I got the memo. The soul. Yeah. It was a real surprise for me when I saw that each fur baby has their own guardian angel team. I was like, oh, didn't even dawn on me. Like, ding, 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 ding. But if you want to communicate directly to their soul, make that your intention. If you want to talk to their guardian angel, make that your intention. And you can do that. So do fur babies have spirit guides? Cool. I'm just listening to spirit. You think so? The answer is yes. Yes, I think so. I believe they do, question mark. So what I'm hearing from, well, it's my guardian angel here off to my right, is that they do have spirit guides, but it's a bit different because it's not other animals looking after animals. It's more souls that have had incarnations with these pets, or have looked after them in some capacity, maybe on the other side or in physical form, and they are their spirit guides watching over them. Isn't that cool? Because if we look at what is a spirit guide to me with a human is a soul that has had physical incarnations now hanging back in that soul group looking after us while we're in the physical form, right? So here what I'm receiving is, it's not pets hanging back in a group, in a soul group looking after pets. It is a soul that has had earth and or human, always human lifetimes looking after pets as a spirit guide, or in other forms. It doesn't have to be human, but usually these spirits who are their spirit guides have had incarnations on earth or earth-like incarnations, and these are the spirits that come forward as a spirit guide because it's easier for them to understand what the pet is going through. Okay, so it would only make sense. That's the spirit guide you would pick, because that there would be that association as to knowing what it's like on Earth if they've had earthly incarnations or like planet Earth. And there's lots of other planets that are similar or like Earth. That's a broad range topic of question. My guardian angel goes like this. Yeah. She's like, many have some similarities, but are much more high vibrational. Yes. There are a few that are similar to Earth. Yes. Okay. All right. So we can talk to their guardian angels. We can talk to their spirit guides. Or we can talk straight to their soul. Anything you want, you can do that. Okay? Because sometimes if I'm communicating directly to their soul, it's more simple or basic communication. So if I want more in-depth information about how to help the pet, or more broader range of communication as to what the pet needs, I'm probably going to go to their guardian angel. That, or I can connect in with the higher self and ask it to give me more feedback. Like, give it to me a little more information, please. Could do that too. All right. So who would like to receive a message for their fur baby, whether they are in physical form or non-physical form? And I say that, but in truth, this being a seeming reality, right? We can connect in with anything with consciousness. Your Paco, I love that name. That's so cute. You don't hear that too often. Paco. Is Paco? I just think it's so cute, Paco. It might be Pico, but I'm going to say Paco, like taco. I love it. All right. The first thing I get is like a lot of excitement, racing around and excited. I get the energy is moving around and really excited and happy. Just straight pure joy. Straight like pure joy. Like like it's just permeating through my solar plexus, my chest, and into my face. And I want to laugh and be happy with this energy. The only message that's coming through right now is to tell you that Paco is all right and is doing well. And the other is that Paco will be waiting for you on the other side. So I don't know if you have bought another pet, or you've been thinking about buying another pet, or maybe you just think about Paco from time to time, but it's okay to move on is what I'm receiving here. And I'm also getting that Paco comes to visit you from time to time. Not all the time, just once in a while when you need. Okay? So you can let me know that in the comments. If you have purchased another pet, or, you know, okay, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he passed away 4 months ago. Holy smokes. He's really happy over here. Really, really happy. Like just beyond. A lot of joy, a lot of happiness. Okay? Okay. Oh, you have 3 other dogs. Good. So if you find that you're thinking of Paco a lot and you're having a hard time moving on, remember what Paco just said. It's important. It's okay for you to move on now. And Paco comes to visit from time to time when you need Paco. And, you know, anytime you guys ever want to talk with your fur babies, you just do it inside your mind or out loud. They will receive the message. Even if they're busy, they'll get that message, okay? Always. I've never, ever, ever heard from a spirit guide or a guardian angel or a soul or anyone saying, oh yeah, we didn't get that message. They always get the message. Always. Okay? All right. All right. Little Paco cutie pie. No kidding. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, Lara has a different frequency. Like more reserved, more pulled back. Not as, like Paco. Okay. The message here, Rusha, is that you are never alone. Lara is with you more so, around you, okay? I feel like Simba is also there with Lara, but I'm also sensing there are other animals also here. So I don't know if you've had a lot of other animals that have crossed over, but they're with other animals here as well. And they're just kind of around you, enveloping you. Like around Rusha all the time. Like very close by, and sometimes enveloping you when you need, or they feel that you need that love, that connection, right? I'm getting like cleaning herself and just kind of hanging out, lounging. Is that funny or what? Totally different than Paco. Again, the message is that you're never alone. Okay? That's what they want you to hear. Okay, how can I help Buffy with her dislike of other dogs, or do I have to just accept it? She's a rescue, and you just don't know what happened to her before, okay, you rescued her. Suggestions for Buffy. Independent. Coming in hot. You want to slow that down? Slow that down, please. Independent, picky, choosy, feisty at times, even borderline on like mean-spirited towards other, I'm assuming dogs, as we're talking about. They're just saying others. The only way forward is correcting her behavior right in the moment. If they are mentioning the word Caesar Milan, if you want to watch Caesar Milan in regards to how to do this, what I'm getting here is, and I feel like I'm getting this from Buffy's guardian angel, and I get a thumbs up. And what I'm getting from Buffy's guardian angel is that Caesar Milan is a godsend to the animal kingdom here on Earth, and that's how they see it, as to how we can better interact with animals in order to help them and also help ourselves. Or we can look at it as help ourselves, help them. That's friggin' awesome. You can also take Buffy in for training and being around other dogs and learning more about her behavior and how to correct it. Because just like with children, some behavior is not acceptable. Or the other option is you can just accept it. And I see you like crossing the road or moving around other dogs at times, or not always being watchful as to who Buffy's being around. But that's not a very enjoyable way of being with Buffy. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see where Asia is in regards to, she passed away. Your cat passed away a week ago. Oh, first thing is I'm tapping into your sadness. Holy cow. They're showing me like your heart's been taken out of your chest. Like your heart's been ripped out. Okay, step back. Step that back, please, a bit. Asia's just fine. She's okay. She's all right. It's your grief. That is what everyone here on the other side is focused on. What they'll show me sometimes is your guardian angel. This is your guardian angel. I see a large white angel, and I see the angel holding Asia. Okay. And they'll just hold them like that for long, long periods, like just however long it needs, helping to soothe and comfort. Still in the midst of transition and crossing over. Still with you, spending time with you. Not ready to go yet, but being held by the angels. Sorry, my nose is running now after that. Oh, that was a lot. Spirit, your angels, your spirit guides, Asia's angels and spirit guide is focused on your emotions. That's what they're focused on is you. Babette. They're also showing me you, like you're focused on a lot of different things in life. And they're asking you to slow down. And it's okay, you know, if you need to slow down and take a few days off to grieve, they consider that really good. And, you know, people just kind of power through and keep going to work, or they keep being active and busy even when they've lost an animal. But what Spirit wants us to know is that it's okay to take a few days off. Just because it was only a pet, as society would see it, doesn't mean that it's less than if we lost a child. And that they would like us to slow down and take some days off. Okay? It's still going to take some time, the grief process and processing. You don't have to go searching for where she is around you, because they're talking about when we're grieving, we're just feeling the grief, and that's what's most important right now. But know that she's there being comforted by the angels until it's her time to cross over. But she's still in transition. Okay, thank you. Okay. Whew. Okay. Your cute little cat, Lindsay. When we were taking the Mediumship for Beginners course, Lindsay took a picture of her cat hanging out with, you know, because we were doing the angel card practice, and there was Lindsay's cat, Lily Grace, helping to pick the cards with her paw on the cards. It's so cute. Oh, she doesn't trust you. So the first thing that I'm getting is that animals pick up on our frequency. If we're uneasy, if we are ungrounded, if we are uncertain in life, they pick up on that frequency. Just because we don't have the answers and we don't know what's going to happen next doesn't mean that we can't practice being at ease and being at peace. Let her feel that from you. The other part of it is, it's kind of they're saying a part of her personality to be this way. So you might get glimpses or moments where she's closer with you, and other moments I get her being more skittish. Yeah. They'll give me a thumbs up and a big smile. Lily Grace's guardian angel wants to talk about you, Lindsay, being a bright light on this planet. Don't ever forget that. An earth angel for many to see. And she loves you dearly for taking in Lily Grace and looking after her so diligently, like you do. If anything, what I'm getting is that you cater to her. There's just like there's a fine line in between looking after her and spoiling her. Lindsay. But you know, that's our earth baby, so I understand that too. Love it. Aww. Okay, I'm just going to scroll down, see what Lindsay says. If Lindsay's still here. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Oh my God, that's adorable. So yeah, what us earth angels tend to do is we baby people, we cater to people. So it's not a far stretch for us to cater to our pets, is it? Oh, and I even have to remind myself from time to time that it's important to not be too nice, right? And that I have to look after my own energy first, and that's a part of self-love, and that's really important. So wink, wink, nudge, nudge to all the earth angels out there. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to channel some last guidance. For those of you who have lost your loved ones, your fur babies, okay, because this is the topic that we're on, yes. Speak with them often. They hear you, and they will be receiving your messages. It's important to go through the grieving process, but just as Kristen has been told in regards to losing a loved one as a human versus an animal, as we see it, it's important to not hang on to or hold on to that grief or that sadness or those low vibrational feelings for longer than what is necessary. It's important to move forward and move on and to heal and lift in vibrational frequency, for that is what each of us wish for you here on the other side. Thank you, dearly beloved ones. Yes, amen. Thank you. Interesting. All right, everyone. I will see you on Friday, where we will be talking about what is to come in the future. Spirit would like you to know what is to come in hundreds of years. Maybe we'll even go thousands of years down the line. Okay? So I'll see you on Friday for that one. Bye.